wanted to introduce you to my mama bear here and explain to you a little bit more about why I paint and what I offer in the upcoming Creative Frequency coaching training. Maybe you know me and have painted with me. Maybe you are just finding me for the first time. But what I want to remind you is that life is actually intended to be lived as art. And there is an opportunity that happens when you begin to see life as art, to understand the undercurrents of your life, to understand more about who you are and what you're here to create when you plug into this creative frequency. So first, let me share with you a little bit about this bear and give you some quick insight. So this bear is on this huge unstretched canvas, and I painted it, one, because I was processing my dad's passing in November 2023. I had a sense that he and I had completed an agreed upon lesson together, and I was emerging from the dark cave that he and I entered into so that I could access the treasure that I seeked, right? And this is a totally different facet of grief and passing connected to the underlying archetypal themes that he and I explored together. And I wanted to paint it big because I wanted to really anchor in the immersion from this life lesson, right? And so I went to the canvas to paint the bear. Bear had been coming up. I had a dear friend visiting me, Marie Booney, and she saw a bear in a painting that I'd never seen before. And then she picked up a rattle. And she's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Marie, that's bear fur on this shamanic rattle." And so I understood in that moment that bear had some energy for me. So in the Creative Frequency coaching training, one of the elements of the training is sacred symbols, and how sacred symbols stimulate another one of the pillars of the Creative Frequency coaching training, which is intuition. Intuition wants to guide you underneath the surface of life and the to-do list and the material kind of step-by-step realm, and help you to understand what's going on inside, what stories or themes or dynamics, life lessons are coming into play. And one of the ways that your intuition speaks to you is through sacred symbols, which really everything is a sacred symbol when looking at it from that way. So in the Creative Frequency coaching training, you're learning how to, first for yourself, and then create space for others to enjoy a painting practice that enters them into a conversation with the subtler, more invisible, energetic aspects of being alive right now. And let's face it, what is more connected to your overall sense of well-being and happiness? Is it the external parts of life or the internal, right? So this painting practice is intentionally playful to loosen the boundaries and soften any rigid labels or understandings about why things are the way they are, and then to enter into a symbolic realm where we can look at life more objectively. The Creative Frequency also is an energy that wants to come with us on a day-to-day basis, entering into everything you do, so that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're more tapped into what's possible than the limitations or challenges. So this creative frequency is resonant with any kind of change that you would desire in your life. So creative frequency coaches are learning a very specific kind of 8-step, 4 elements and 4 shifts that anyone can make to enter into a reality where life becomes art and you are the artist, and you are energetically communicating with the unseen realms in order to understand better what is happening in your life, what you want to happen in your life, and how you can create it into your reality step by step, brushstroke by brushstroke. So you can see on this canvas, like when I wanted to connect to more of the positive aspects of the life lesson that I'd learned with my dad and process any feelings of grief, I would come to the canvas, and it might just be playing with this fluid black or making these white dots or adding yellow or fluorescent pink to the painting. This is hours and hours of painting, but not to create a product, to understand and process what was going on inside of me. Now here's the exciting little kicker, is that when you go to the canvas playfully with an intention of understanding what's going on underneath the surface, you are rewarded with energy and insight and a level of painting skills, technique, mastery that up until now, perhaps you thought you had to learn from someone else. I'd like to suggest that there is an artist within you who knows how you want to express yourself in color and symbol and form. It's not about how I do it or anybody else does it. Creative frequency coaches learn how to create this very open, conducive, nurturing, non-judgmental, liberating space within which people can finally express themselves through color and symbol and form, which have been proven since forever to be closer to our unconscious than words, speaking, reading, writing. So anyway, I just get so jazzed about it. This painting is completely magical to me, and I will also probably be painting over it. So I would invite you to click the link, go to whitneyfreyastudio.com to learn about the upcoming Creative Frequency Coaching Training. It is a magical community and one that is going to empower you to spend more of your time in this very purposeful, healing, inspiring work, while also, showing up professionally and earning some extra abundance in your life. So I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being someone who's leaning into creativity and what is possible in our world right now.